Assalamu alaikum. What is up, everyone? I hope every single one of you is awesome, good, and happy. So let's be happy and let's start this lecture. The class. This is the third secondary. Subject is always my beloved English. Sorry about that, guys. Semester. This is the first one. Lesson. Module 2. Roundup. Prepared by our lovely teacher, Miss Noura Al-Sufyani, and presented by me, Mishari. The objectives: to reconstruct a gap text through reading skill. Number 2, to enrich with new vocabulary. 3, to guess the meaning of unknown words. And the last one, to understand specific information in an interview. It's a very lovely day and we got a lot of things to cover, so let's get started. Warm up. Are you ready to read about, listen to more adventurous moment? Ready, set, go. I like that. This is kind of fun. So guys, we're gonna try reading the introduction. When you are presented with a text from which sentences have been removed, what should you do? You do a very simple and awesome thing. I'll tell you guys. First, read the whole text to get an overall idea. Read the sentences before and after the gap and the sentences that have been removed from the text. Ah, interesting. The correct option must logically complete the writer's meaning and grammatically fit the gap. Okay, I got it. Pay attention, okay guys, pay attention to sentences like moreover, on the other hand, as a result, after, etc., as well as references item he, it, this, there, etc. Okay, it's a reading, so you guys have to do a lot of awesome things. You're going to have a lot of fun with it. The reconstructing a gap text. You are going to read a newspaper article about a young climber. 7 sentences have been removed from the article. Okay, guys, it's 7. Choose from sentence A, H, the one which fits each gap from 1 to 7. There is one extra sentence which you do not need to use. Very interesting, guys. Those are the sentences that have been taken. Okay, guys, look at them carefully. I'll give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, let's get started, guys. The content. Peak of perfection. While most schoolboys spent the summer playing in the sunshine, Oliver Burr was climbing a very high. Most lives have been lost on the Matterhorn than on any other alpine mountain. He is thought to be the youngest Briton to have conquered the 14,690-foot ice cap thick on the Swiss-Italian border. Oh, this guy is good. Oliver did not tell the guides leading the climb that he was 3 years below the normal minimum age until just before they set off. The sport-mad youngster satisfied them that he was fit and capable enough for the expedition. He and his father, Charles 42, left Holland Hut base camp at 4 a.m. with an American climber and 3 Swiss guides. It was pitch dark to start with, and we had to use head torch, said Oliver yesterday. It was quite scary. I had been looking forward to the ice part, but it was frightening because there was big drops in my arm weren't long enough to reach the next ledge. When I got to the top, I was absolutely exhausted. The view was amazing. Mr. Bird said when Oliver came down, he was treated like a hero. The guides said they had never known a younger Briton to have climbed the mountain. We felt absolutely wonderful. Guide Kurt LeBear said that it was a great achievement and added, for a 13-year-old boy, the Matterhorn is very hard work and a difficult test of ability, stamina, and fitness. Oliver used to go hiking and started mountaineering during Lake District holidays with his parents. When I saw a picture of Mount Matterhorn, I thought I would really like to climb it because it looked so good, he said. His enthusiasm was not shared by his mother, Elizabeth, 39. She stayed at home with Oliver's brother Adam, 11, and sister Jenny, 8. I thought it was rather dangerous thing to do, but I could not take them out of it. And to tell you the truth, I was very proud, she said. The next year, Oliver plans to climb the 50,771 feet Mont Blanc before turning his attention to Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest mountain at 19,034 feet. In the meantime, he will return to King's School, Macclesfield. There he will have little trouble with tradition's beginning of term essay on what I did on the holiday. Beautiful reading, guys. By the way, guys, those are the answers for the questions. It's a very lovely reading about Oliver and his adventure. 3 is G. They are wrapped together safely. Very good, actually. And if you have time, please go to your module 1 roundup and do it again. It's a very awesome reading. Examination practice. Okay, choose word phrase that produce grammatically correct sentence. So we're going to look at some sentences and we're going to try to choose the best word to fit. It is over as. Oh, there is as. So I think it's as. Yes, very good. It's as hot as. Next one. We will have lunch today. Let's go to the place, the ocean that makes sushi. Okay, he said lunch today, so I think it's where. Okay, the last one, I'll give it to you guys. Those are the answers. Okay, next one. Complete the sentences below using the verbs in brackets in the correct past tense. So we're going to try to make everything past tense. So the moment we, so, beautiful. The house we, know. Knew. Very good, guys. Okay, what about get? What is the past of get? Got. Sleep. Excellent. Was sleeping. And the next two, guys, I will give it for you because you are awesome. Have been speaking and interrupted. Okay, next one. Choose the correct option A, B, C, or D to complete the sentences. Michelle is quiet, alone. Beautiful. Next one. From an early age, Akram took part in, which one, guys? Yes, competition. Okay, the next two, I'll give it for you guys because we're going to have a lot of fun today. Participant and burglar. Okay, complete the sentence with the correct form of phrases, verb from the box. Break into, make off, hold up, go through with, and pick out. Okay, unfortunately, our house. Oh, so we're talking about our house. Oh, this is going to be hard. I think it's break in. Oh, yes, it's break in. Beautiful, guys. Next one. T-shirts. All the t-shirts were so nice that I could not which one I want to buy. Oh, so pick out or make off. Yes, it's pick out. Don Jensen. 2 shops on Oxford Street last night and with his money. So we're talking about someone who stole something. Okay, hold up, make off. The next I'll give it for you guys. Okay, listening. Warm up. Before you start listening, read the sentences carefully to concentrate on the missing words. Listen carefully to the dialogues and focus on the missing words or phrases. So we're gonna, guys, listen to some beautiful, awesome dialogue, and we're gonna have some questions. You will hear a radio interview with Robert White, an adventure photographer who is talking about his work. For the question 1 to 7, complete the sentences. Okay, guys, those are the questions. So let's get started. It's a very awesome listening. So let's listen.
Today's guest is Robert White, an adventure photographer who is going to tell us about his work. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning.
So, Robert, you've been an adventure photographer for over 25 years, and you've won many notable awards for your work. You are undoubtedly one of the most talented photographers in the world. It's clear that you are really passionate about your work. Can you tell us how you managed to transfer that passion into the images that you capture?
Well, I always try to get to places that are relatively unexplored. These places are magical to me, and I try to record that magic for others to see.
Indeed, you have been to some of the most inhospitable and dangerous environments on Earth. How do you conquer fear when you are in a dangerous situation?
It's not easy. One of the scariest photo shoots I did was in Borneo. My aim was to take pictures of birds living in the trees. We had to set up a steel tower in the jungle above the trees so I could observe them. One day there was a terrible storm while I was up in the tower. Thunder boomed and lightning flashed about me. At one stage I thought to myself I could be struck by lightning, or I could fall 40 feet to the ground. Despite this, the bad weather helped me to produce some spectacular images of the landscape. I think the hardest thing I have to do when I go somewhere is trust the people I'm working with. I travel to very remote areas where hardly anyone has ever been before. I have to trust my local guide that he'll get me where I want to go in one piece.
Are the risks worth it?
Of course. I'm doing what I love for a living. There aren't many people who can say that.
What has been your favorite location?
That's a difficult question. There are so many places that I love. I really enjoyed the time I spent in Africa, taking pictures of animals.
There is a unique quality to your pictures of animals. You manage to capture their individuality.
I try to think that animals have their own individual characteristics, very much like humans. Every face is different.
When did you first become interested in photography?
It wasn't until after I left university that I got interested in photography. I went on a tour of America and took some pictures of the landscapes. I taught myself photography in my spare time. I didn't intend for it to become my main career, and I was never really an adventurous type. I sent some of my photos to magazines, and then things just took off from there.
Well, if you're just joining us, I'm talking to...
Beautiful, awesome reading. A beautiful, awesome interview, actually. Okay, guys, time for questions. So Robert is a photographer who has received many notable awards of his work. Okay, let's go back again. Prefer to visit places that are relatively unexplored. Number 3, a steel tower was set up for Robert. A steel tower was set up for Robert so he could take pictures of the birds. During the storm, Robert was afraid he might be struck by lightning. Robert believes it is important for him to trust the people he had working with. Robert became interested in photography after he had left university. And the last one, Robert says that he did not intend to make a career out of his photography. or photography? Okay, guys, look at the answers. Those are the answers. Okay, the summary. Today we took some really interesting stuff. Reading and adventure, listening to interview, and practice examination. References are materials, Travel 5 Teacher's Manual, and Travel 5 Test Book. All the pictures you saw from Google Club Art. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, and have a beautiful, awesome day. And catch you guys later.